G'day people, welcome to my unbagging of cars that I found down at the Mega Toy Fair at the Wayville Showgrounds yesterday. I just picked up this mixed bag of cars for $20, as you can see there on the label. I apologise for any noise you can hear in the background. It's quite windy and rainy and haily in that today. It's quite a cold spell we're going through at the moment in Adelaide. But, having said that, let's get on with this unbagging, and I'll show you what I actually managed to get. So the first car we pull out is a Ford Ranger ambulance from Majorette. It's one of their Sonic Flashes series. This one could have been made anywhere between 1990 and 1997, but it's still in pretty good nick. I'll endeavour to replace the battery in this one and see if I can get it running again. And next up we have a Hot Wheels Super Scraper from about 1983 with the real rider wheels on the front only. Missing on the back, so needs a little bit of repair. Also missing the snow plough off the front, so I'll have to see what I can do about that. Maybe a 3D print coming up. We'll see. Now we have a Majorette tractor. It's a 136 scale model. It's in pretty good nick. Not sure what year this one's from. Still got most of the bits on it. Steering wheel's a little bit busted, but pretty cool. Pretty cool tractor. If you're into tractors, you may not be into tractors. But, never mind. Still a good roller though. Look at that. Next up we've got a Siku Mercedes-Benz 280 GE. It's been a bit messed around, this one, but just needs a coat of paint. I think it'll be alright. Pretty good nick otherwise. Next up we have an Audi Quattro from Majorette, which is one of my favourite type cars, I think, just due to the TV series Ashes to Ashes. I think, which was pretty cool. This one, the wheels are a little bit wide. It looks a bit odd like that, but anyway. Next up we have another Sonic Flashes car, which is a Ford Transit, I believe. It's another Majorette. I'll endeavour to change the battery in this one too. If I get them running, I'll post another video, show you what they look like when they're actually working. Now, here we have a Corgi Junior's US van. I've actually done one of these up previously. It's the Superman emblem on the side. I don't know what I'll do with this one. It'll need a little bit of work. Maybe a wheel swap, something like that. Might be in order. Now, back into the Majorette cars, a Jeep Cherokee. Another nice little car. Back door's busted out of this one. The hatch. If I put it up on the roof, looks like a spoiler. But, we'll see what we do with that. Now, this next car is I can't read it, a Polistil? I don't know how to say it. E36 Alpha Sud, made in Italy. Got his headlights busted out, but nice neat little car. We'll see what we can do with that. Now we have another Majorette Db7. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't speak French too well. I think this might have been a Sonic Flasher type car as well. It does have a lot of green corrosion inside that looks like a battery's let go, so that one may not come back to life, but you never know. You never know. Strange things happen. Alright, next up we have the Ford Mustang Svo from Majorette. Yeah, little fox body by the look of it. is missing the hatch off the back. Might put a couple of big spare tyres in there and turn him into an off-roader. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of these cars are due for a major overhaul, I think. Now, next up, we have another Jeep Cherokee. This time the 911 Sheriff model from Majorette. He does have his back door, which is helpful, but he's missing his lights off the top. That's an easy replacement. We'll see how we go with that one. As you can see, compare it with the other one. Two cars, same model, different colours. And now we have another Majorette car. It's the Aston Martin Db7. This one's a later model. It's got nicer wheels on it. It's more in scale with the car itself. It doesn't need too much work. That one might maybe just coat of paint. We'll see what I'll do with it. Still, I do like the Aston Martins. Quite good. Next up we have another Majorette vehicle. It's the Mercedes 500 SL. This one with a opening bonnet as well. It's nice little convertible. Hasn't been too squashed, so maybe just a coat of paint and that one's an easy fix. And the next car, you guessed it, it's another Majorette. This time the Mercedes 450 SE. This one's been a bit beaten and battered, but it could be explained away by its age. It's anywhere between 1978 and 81 sort of era. So, yeah, she's pretty old. Needs a bit of love. New grille. But, I do like the old Majorettes, though. They should be made very, very well. Okay, now we have a Yatming Porsche Targa. Needs a bit of paint. It's very cool looking little car. Don't get too many Yatmings around these days. I don't know whether they just didn't last or collectors have snaffled them all up. But, we'll see. Now we have a Tomica Toyota Hiace commuter ambulance. Still got the back door on it, which is always handy. Got a couple of these in the collection already. I don't really touch them too much because I don't need much done to them. They sort of look cool when they're old and beaten up. Next up, we've got a Torino Stocker Matchbox. I do like the livery on this one. Looks really good. Fortunately, the front end's busted out of him, and also the rear wheel's missing. So a wheel swap. I'll leave them as is though with the paintwork. I do like that. I'll see if I can find something to replace the front end with. Not a bad looking little car. Now we have a Corgi Juniors mobile crane. I haven't seen. They probably do exist. I haven't seen one with the actual crane on it. They've always been busted off. So yeah. It's unfortunate for those little cars. Still made in Great Britain, that one, so it is fairly old. Next up we have a Tomica Toyota car transporter. Seen better days, got tiny little wheels on it, all the axles are all bent. Two of the cars he's lost on the journey, but he's managed to keep the other one inside, so yeah, I don't know what I'll do with that one. It's not much I can do with it, I don't think. Now we've got a Corgi Juniors Land Rover. I've done a few of these up, but it appears that Corgi were never made for the Australian conditions. The heat seems to warp the chassis a little bit. So not much I can do with this one. It's a bit of a tough nut. At least it's got a windscreen intact if I ever find one that I want to do up and doesn't have a windscreen. So he's a parts car. And speaking of very hard to do up, another Majorette. This one's an early 70s Fiat 127. Wheels are still in really good nick. So, the axles are still pretty good. The dog survived in the back seat. and the doors are off, and it's been crushed. So I don't know what I can do with that one. He might be a sit in the drawer model. Next, we've got another Majorette, the Lamborghini Diablo, with the really, really weird wheels on it. They're just not to scale, and the back end looks way too long on this one. Way too long. Could almost turn it into a ute or a pickup, as some people like to call them. Yeah, it's just strange. The scale just seems out of whack with that. And never mind. Now we've got another Corgi Juniors ERF fire tender. Missing wheel again. Other than that, it's not too bad. Nick, the ladder's missing off the top. I'll have to see what I can do. I can fix the chassis. But I might have a go at that one day. We have the Hot Wheels Peterbilt truck. Could have had a cement mixer on the back. Could have had a tipper on the back. Could have had anything on the back. I'm not sure. Again, that's another early model of the Peterbilt Hot Wheels truck. And next up, we have the body of a Corgi Juniors Land Rover. So, could be going on the parts pack as well. Now, we're getting towards the end here, guys, so bear with me. Now we have a Play Art Saladin Mark II. Needs his gun straightened out a bit. He's got a bit of a droop. But, still fairly cool looking little car. Tank. Weapon of war, I suppose. But, yeah. Next, we got in the same line another Play Art vehicle. This is the Amphibian Jeep, which missing his windshield, but still been around for a fair while. That one, I'd say, been well played with. But, I don't know whether I'll do these up. But, not into the military vehicles really. But, the last one we have there in the Play Art cars that were in this bag was a US Jeep, little Willys Jeep. Still got the windshield, which is unusual. But he is missing the machine gun out the back. Still got the turret post, but no gun on top of it, so never mind. And last but not least, we have a Siku horse trailer. Without the horses or the canopy on top or the gate on the back or anything. The wheels, yeah, we might be able to use in a wheel swap, maybe. In fact, maybe on this car here, we might be able to do a wheel swap. They may look a little bit better, and I don't think they'll sit under the guards though. That's the big problem as well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that was it. That was all for that bag of tricks. Stay tuned. I will start customising or modifying, overhauling some cars in the future. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, drop a like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. I'd like to get up to at least 50 channels, 50 subscribers before I'm done. It's not jumping up real quick. I imagine it's my content that you may find it a bit boring, but never mind. Anyway, we'll catch you later on. See ya.